All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another live New York session. It is May 22nd, 2023. So before we get started, we want to check the news here. As we can see, we don't have any major news today. We will have some tomorrow at 9:45 a.m. and none today, so we're in the clear with that. So we're going to trade gold today. So we're going to be implementing the G.S.A strategy at the cheat code indicator. So the first thing we're going to do is just turn on the cheat code indicator. Currently, we don't have a buy or sell signal. Price did touch the Bollinger Band, but it didn't really stick out. So if we were to do an intraday trade in the 1 hour, we wouldn't take a trade on this because this is not really a good sign for a strength in the market. So what we're going to figure out next is what is the overall trend of the market. We can clearly see that price is trending down. Multiple previous lows have been broken. You can kind of see that there was a previous low broken here as well. So we can logically conclude that price is overall bearish at this point. So that's what we're going to put. Now we're going to go to the 15-minute time frame. And then we're going to look at what is the overall the current trend. And we can clearly see that this previous low has been broken. Price is sticking out. Right here, price is right here. So we could say that price is currently bearish as well. So let's go ahead and just put our trend line here and update that and then erase this one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to draw our trading ranges. So we can clearly see here that with this last move, the swing low originated here, all the way from this swing high here. Okay. And then we see, actually, let me just pull the swing back down here. And then we also see that price broke this previous structure right up in here. This is the last swing, and it went up to here, and then the structure was broken up to here as well. So we can kind of just put it here, wouldn't hurt. So this is a bearish trading range, okay? So then at this point, we're going to label these real quick here. Low. Label structure. All right. Now let's go ahead and just pull out the fib. So we're going to go from the swing high to the swing low since we're going bearish. And so we can see that price has already tested between the 61.80 and the 50% here with this wick. So now it looks like that price is actually pushing down now. So we can logically conclude that this is our area here. So we can say this is our sell band. And so at this point, when we erase the fib, this is what we have drawn up. So now when you turn on the cheat code indicator, we can see that price probably might get up in this area. And then sell some more. Now, it might be doing this kind of trend sell here, and it might stick up to here, then maybe it might buy up as well. That could happen too. But at this point, price broke this previous structure. So it's going to go bearish. But the price decides to go back up and wipe out this high and go up, then I'm going to change my bias. So yeah, now price is kind of sticking out of that Bollinger Band now. Now, here's the thing. Price sticks out the Bollinger Band and sticks all the way out, and we get a buy signal, then I'm going to change my bias to a buy as well. But I really think that price is going to further sell down. So that's what I'm thinking. When I look at the structure, yeah, price is going to have to wipe out this high to be determined bullish. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the 9:15 candle to close, which will close in about a little bit over 7 minutes. Then we'll make our decision on what we're going to do, and wait for the 9:30 candle to close. And then we're going to just focus on price action and wait for the light entry and be in. So we have a little bit over 7 minutes before the 9:15 candle closes. We'll be right back. So the 9:15 candle is about to close. So this is what I'm actually thinking about doing. Thinking about doing a sell overall. I'm looking for price to do a counter trend buy all the way up into this area somewhere and then sell down. That's what I'm looking at. So from that point, I'm looking for price to come all the way up to here or somewhere in this area. And I'm gonna sell gold all the way down to here. So this is gonna be my TP1 over 600 plus points. That's what I'm looking at. Put that in. Then ultimately, with this much points in gold, if it goes down here for the second TP, the TP2. Plus points. That's what I'm going to be looking at. So let me go ahead and set my alerts. We'll wait for the 9:30 candle to close and we'll see the price does. Be right back. So we got these alerts set. Now, if the next candle, if the 9:30 candle closes and this Bollinger Band starts curving above it, it starts going red, and we might be in a solid sell as well. So we want to keep that in mind because price could sell out of this Bollinger Band, maybe do a counter trend sell, and then start to buy that. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So we're just going to watch price closely between now and the 9:30 candle, and even a little bit after that. And then we'll see exactly what price decides to do. Might possibly let the recording run because that way we can just get used to studying price action, you know, between the 9:15 candle and the 9:30 candle. So I might just go ahead and let price run. This and kind of come in a little bit closer so you can just kind of study price together. We're going to look at here. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of gauge this because I want to see what this HMA is going to do. It's kind of closing above. So if the next candle closes, it's going to kind of curve red. If so, then it's probably going to sell well down to this area and then push out. But we'll just keep on watching it and see what happens. And I'll let this record. Then when we get close to the 9:30 candle, that's when we're going to take it, you know, then put in a stop loss to take profit and see what happens. So, yeah. Keep it going. There is set 99 for, okay, I already got set in 929. So when that goes out, I put in the spot loss to take profit. Then you'll see that stand again. Yeah. So we got a little bit over 6 minutes. Really can already sell, but I'm gonna wait for the next 10 months. It's definitely do something right here. A little bit over 4 minutes now. A little bit over 3 minutes now. So what's really going to determine, I wouldn't be surprised if the next candle closes above the H&A and then it goes back up and tests this area again and then sell down. That's probably going to be the most likely scenario. So that's the reason why we got to be very patient and wait for the right move. We have less than 3 minutes now. We got about 2 minutes left. A little bit over a minute left. Let this trade run now. This is good enough. Let me go ahead and put in my stop loss and take profit. So that's stop loss and take profit put in. Let's see what the next candle does. Nice sell there. We really see. Really pushing, it's pushing out that bulge again. So we might catch that counter trend sell if it pushes out, but we need to see if we can get a signal. So we need to be very careful. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So that H&A is starting to curve there. There might be a sign for a sell. There. But we're going to wait for a little bit here. Could do a counter trend buy, though. It's right above that Bollinger Band, but it's right in the middle of the H&A. Right now, there's the next few fingers. But the H&A is really curving, trying to curve red. So, but it could stick all the way out on these foliage and then buy it up down in this area here. Let's see what it does. It might be this kind of things by. So it comes up to the same right here. But then be surprised if it did that. Then comes in by going up to the next step. I'll probably go in for the sell and see if I do it. That's the other way. That's about that. Probably gonna do that common sense buy all the way up to here and then sell that. Like I mentioned before, the possibility is going to be a counter trend buy all the way back up and then sell. So $7 there. Made $52 today. Awesome. So I recovered my loss from last week and then some. So after recovering my loss from last week and then some, I made $23.60 off of that. So that was good. So yeah, price is probably going to buy up into this area and then probably go up to here and then sell that. But it's kind of good that we actually jumped out of here. So I figured that it was a possibility that price was either going to newly sell down to here or do a counter trend buy, hit the area again and then sell down. So let me document my results and then I'll share them with you. Give me 1 second. All right, so I documented my results. So this is my live account with NVFX. Made $52.08. But the charges was after they took out $4.38 charge. So last week I had a huge loss. I want to say it was on Wednesday. I believe it was probably this trade here. So I recovered all of that and made some profit off of this trade today. So I recovered this loss with all these wins here, including the win today. And now I'm at $23.60 in profit. So that's great. So when you look at the chart here, you can clearly see that we got out at the right time, because it looks like price went up to this area and it rejected it, and it might be buy up a little bit more, then it might start to sell down. So we'll see. But yeah, we made money in this trade today and we did good. So that's it for this live New York session, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.